Hello, this is Betsy Mindfreak Europa, and my topic today that I'm going to be bringing up is all the birds that I've seen here in North Carolina since I moved here. I moved here about a week or so before spring hit, and oh my goodness, there was like a yellow dust everywhere from all the pollen. But the thing that just blew me away was all the different birds here. And they get pretty darn close to you. So I'm going to have photos here. I'm going to put them up. I've listed all the birds that I've seen. My camera, unfortunately, was not good enough to get pictures of all of them for you. But I found some photos online, and I will say who the photos were by. So the first one that I have, I'm just gonna go down the list, and so the first one I'm gonna bring up was the Eastern Bluebird, photo by Dahan. There have been a lot of these bluebirds in my backyard or my mama Michelle's backyard, and they are just so fun to watch. The next bird that I saw was the American goldfinch. I've only seen one of them. This photo was by Ken Thomas. Very pretty, but I've only seen one. The Carolina chickadee, photo by Dan Pencamo. There have been tons of these chickadees everywhere, especially when I was staying with Ron. And they'll come like within 3 feet of you if you're just sitting and not moving around. And, if you have bird feed or seed by you, they will come very, very close. They're very cute birds. The Carolina wren, photo by Ken Thomas again. The Carolina wren I like having nearby because they will eat carpenter bees. And I'll tell you about the carpenter bees later. The Eastern phoebe, photo by Andrew Canizaro. I've only seen a few of those ones. The Northern Cardinal, photo by Dominic Sherany. I have seen, it feels like hundreds of cardinals since I got here. And they are just, there's no way you can mistake them. They're bright red and they'll fly right by you. They're so pretty. And listening to them chirp away is so cute too. The red-tailed hawk, I've seen them flying overhead. This photo is by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The song sparrow, photo by Becky Mitsuraba. The white-throated sparrow by Greg Gilson. The chipping sparrow by Greg Gilson. The tufted titmouse, photo by C.M. Mesker. C. Mesker? It has an @ sign in front of it, so C. Mesker. The tufted titmouse. I'm not sure if they'll go after carpenter bees as well, but I've seen quite a few of them. You will randomly see these on the side of the road. The turkey vulture. Even while we were at Yellow House having our lunch high tea for Mother's Day, there was just a random one across the street standing in the rain. And the turkey vulture photo was by Peter K. Burien. Lots of mourning doves. Mourning dove photo was by Greg Gilson. Blue jay photo by Skis Pixabay. The blue jays you do not see very often. Like, you'll hear them before you see them. But when you do see them, you know, they're not like the same type of blue jays that you see in California. In California, the blue jays, they'll be all blue on the top with like maybe a little bit of black streak under the blue, and then they'll be white chested. These ones, they'll have like blue and white on their back and along their feathers, and then they'll be all white underneath. So it's really cool to see them. Oh my gosh, there have been so many American robins here. And I was so excited to see robins. And they'll chill on the ground and just peck away and, you know, look for food on the ground. American robin photo by Greg Gilson again. The reason I was so excited about the robin was because I grew up with Batman and Robin, so I was like, Robins. I've always wanted to see a robin in real life, so. The Northern Mockingbird photo by Greg Gilson again. Mama Michelle hates the mockingbirds because they chirp away and they're so annoying, but I don't think so. I like the mockingbirds. Brown-headed cowbirds photo by Wikipedia. I found it on Wikipedia. Ron's most hated bird. He loved birds, but he hated the brown-headed cowbirds because he would try to shoo them away, and they would all come like as a flock and poop on his truck. And that's all of them. But I did want to bring up the Carpenter Bees. Carpenter Bees, I was really afraid of when I got here because they kept chasing me. And I found out later that, and I was so scared of them because I know that they'll sting you. But I found out that it's actually the females that sting. And as long as you don't bother them, then they won't sting you. It's actually the males that'll chase you, but they don't sting. They're just like doing their, you know, I'm tough. And they're trying to chase people away from the female that they're mating with. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring them up. And they still scare me. Even the males, they still scare me. It's like, just leave me alone, you know? I ain't bothering you. Just leave me alone. There are a couple different ways if you have an infestation to get rid of them. I found the best way is Mama Michelle will plug up their holes and plug the females in the holes with foil because they can't dig through the foil. They can push the foil out. So if you're going to use foil, just use like some tape or something to make sure it stays in. And then after the female carpenter bees die off, then you could fill in the hole. But you definitely don't want to leave the holes just sitting there because next season other new carpenter bees are going to come along, they're going to nest there, and you're going to have the same problem all over again. So, yeah, definitely plug up those holes. And my favorite method of making them go away and leave me alone is play loud music. I do it anyway, especially if I'm sitting outside in the backyard. You know, I'll turn it off for a little while I'm listening to the birds chirping away and watching them. And then the carpenter bees will start bugging me, and I'll hear him. The thing I hate most about the female carpenter bees is in Mama Michelle's gazebo, they have it lined with wooden boards. So they try to nest in those boards, and I can't stand the sound. And you know, because it makes me like, ugh. You know, is it nearby? Is it gonna sting me? So there's plugging the holes. There's loud music. You could spray with what was it? Is almond oil? Spray with almond oil, or you could spray with citrus oil. I don't like that. The music, the vibrations from it is what they don't like. They're sensitive to vibrations. So the louder the music you have, the less likely they are to stick around. Let's see, what other methods? I don't know what else I listed on the thing that I had set up for the video. But I have that listed here, and hopefully you guys can figure out what to do with your infestation. If anybody has any tips for getting rid of moles, please let me know. I know they have the things that you stick in the ground that are kind of like solar powered lights that they use the vibration underground to make them go away. Those don't work. Mama Michelle has tried everything to try to get rid of them, and I've been like researching a little bit, and it seems like the best and most cost-effective way to get rid of them is to buy a bunch of juicy fruit gum and, you know, put pieces into the holes for them to choke on. I don't like the idea of killing them. I just want them to go elsewhere. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So, if you want to get rid of them, I definitely recommend that, because that seems like the best way, the fastest, most effective way, and cost-effective way to get rid of moles. I've watched so many videos on people trying different things, and none of it works. I saw one video of a guy making mole traps. Like, he'll set up a thing in a bucket with like peanut butter and different stuff on like a toilet paper roll, and when the moles try to get it, they'll fall into the bucket, which has water at the bottom, and they drown and die. Another thing, if you have a mole problem, if you have a dog, flood their holes, flood the mole holes with water, and then set your dog loose, because when the moles try to come up out of the ground, the dogs are going to go get them. And there was actually one day the eclipse actually caught and killed a mole, and I'll put that photo here. I don't know if I took video. If I did, I'll add it as well, but I will definitely put that. And she hasn't gotten one since, because according to Mama Michelle was sitting right there, and I was inside playing a game, and what happened was Eclipse had her nose like in the ground, like a little bit in the hole, and then she used her claw to dig further in, and then stuck her nose all the way in there and grabbed the mole, pulled it out, and I guess she thought it was dead, but it started moving in her mouth, and she immediately dropped it, like practically spit it out. And then she started, of course, the mole was gonna like play dead and stuff. So she started playing with it, and eventually she killed it, but she did not like the squirming in her mouth and the taste, I guess. So it's currently decaying under the tree. And I'm hoping she'll find more of those guys. But it seems like she only catches them at nighttime because the moles will come out. They're nocturnal. They'll come out at night. But if you flood their holes during the daytime, of course they're going to try to escape. So that is a method. So that is it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.